Well, we're at the top, Hartside summit. 19,003 feet according to the sign just in front of us. What a challenge. What a challenge it was.
Reminds me quite a bit of Fort William, I suppose.
Yeah.
French capital.
Everybody's active, doing something different.
Yeah.
Right, so we've just settled with the staff at Denton House, and we're just about to head off for day 2, heading to Alston today. It's red hot already again. We're looking forward to a good day. We're just going to take it easy. The main challenge today is getting up Hartside, but you know, like we said yesterday, we're out for a bit of an adventure, not just a serious bike ride, so we'll just take it easy, see how we go. So we're back on the track now, and the way it takes you, got to ride away from the hostel just for a little while to then come back on yourself, and you actually end up riding over the top of the hostel, and you're on another nice little track in the woodland. Quite shady at the minute, a little bit chilly, but it's going to get warm for sure. 42 miles today on my way to Alston. Can't check in till the hostel till 5. So there's no rush, it's going to take our time. So we've come into our first hill of the day. Long incline. A nice one to open our lungs, I suppose. But there's a lovely seat here as we're nearing the top, which says rest your bones on the way to the stones. Because I believe at the top of this hill we've got a stone circle which we're going to stop and have a look at. But again, the scenery, as you can see around, fantastic. What a place, what a place. So at the top of that hill, we were treated with Keswick stone circle, as you can see behind. Quite a popular place, and laid-by outside, quite a few people parked up. Seems to be a couple of walks around here as well. John's just gonna have a go getting his drone up and see if we can get some decent shots. Because again, as you can see, the scenery around this place is fantastic. Great little descent once you leave Keswick Stone Circle. Lovely. Just heading uphill now. First sign for Penrith. So we're 5 miles in, just passed through Threlkeld. Looks like there's a lovely little coffee shop there. We didn't stop because we're not long started. We're going to stop at another one at about 18 miles, I think it is. But just on another climb now, so I'm gonna have to put you down.
I mean, look at that for a view. Freewheeling down this. Traffic's terrible around here.
So at the minute we're just running parallel to 66. and there's little roads that just take you off and just above for periods of time. I'm sure just going along there, the A66 will be a lot straighter, probably a lot quicker, but just gets us off the busy and noisy main roads, back in a bit of shade along these lovely tracks. Right, we just hit 10 miles, and as we said today, we'll look for somewhere to stop every 10 miles just to take it easy. Just so happens we're passing the Sportsman's Inn. It's not open yet, it's not until 12, but we don't really need anything. We've got food, snacks and plenty to drink. With spectacular views again, as always. Probably sick of us saying this, but it's brilliant. Just motivates you more. So just left the Sportsman's Inn, and a little another climb, and then we wanted for a bit of a descent as well. Give our legs a rest. Oh, what a descent that was, down through Greystoke. Oh man, we didn't pedal for ages. That was great. Give the legs a bit of a rest because we've hit some climbs, not huge, just ongoing, but it's great, man. But this descent's still going now, just not as fast. Fantastic. Always a reward for doing the climbs. So it seemed to take us an age, absolute age, to do those first 10 miles because it was so hilly and up and down. But then these descents coming back, we've done 8 miles just about since, like in no time at all. So we're on way to Penrith now, far quicker than what we thought after our first stop. Well, I've just come through a part of the route which seemed a little bit uncertain. It's because you pass right through the middle of a college. I remember reading back a few forums and stuff that you do just go directly through the middle, and you absolutely, the signs are up on the wall of the college, and then following that you through some farm tracks, and we're less than a mile away from Penrith now. The second half of this morning has been tremendous, so quick through the miles, but still looking forward to a stop. So we just got to Penrith, look for a bike shop. Both bike shops are shut, which you can't understand on a bank holiday Monday. Even if it is bank holiday, there's plenty busy around here. So we went to Greg's instead.
So George, I want bread.
So the hill out of Penrith is something else. Just walked up the top. It was less than half a mile, but nah. After a lunch, need to walk the lunch off, I think. So but we're just heading right at the top now, and that one. So just leveling out now after another awesome descent. You know, we're not cyclists, and I'd imagine there's far better ones around, but that was just so much fun. Holding on, head down. Oh, it's just great, man, great. So it spurred us on again. So I'm a couple of flat country tracks now. We'll see where we are around the 30-mile mark and have another breather, and then we'll be getting towards Hartside, which is obviously going to be the challenge for the day. We've just got to another point where a few of the routes I looked at, you could take a left or a right and then end up on the same track again. So we took a left coming through Langwaveby, I think, Langwaveby. Rather than just on a direct road, it's still through the lanes, so hopefully that's a bit more enjoyable. Just stopped to take a layer off over there. We made some friends, all come rushing over.
What's this mean, that?
So after another little bit of a hike a bike up a hill section, I just wanted to say that it's fine, absolutely fine. You know, I came on this trip hoping I could cycle most of the hills. I'm doing most of them, but I don't mind whatsoever if I have to get off and have a push. I'm not too proud for that. I'd far rather we just still enjoy the ride, be able to enjoy the evenings as well, than really kill ourselves trying to get up these hills. So at mile 32 now. It is so hot, far hotter than yesterday. Pretty low in water as well, so we're hoping we'll find somewhere where we can top our waters up for the last 10 miles or so. But still loving it, still enjoying it. Great ride. So, as we've not hidden, that's the reality of some of this ride. Doing a walk by rather than a nice fast drive by. Isn't that right, John?
Killer, these hills kill you.
So we're on a gravel track now, the off-road route to Alston apparently. So we'll see how this one goes. Okay, so perhaps the first issue with the route that I planned, there was an on-road or off-road route in Alston, and looking at the maps I looked at and the other commute trails, I thought it would have just been some sort of gravel track, but it's not. It's this old farmer's track by the looks of it, quad track, but it's rocky, bouldery, and obviously it's all going uphill. So we're doing the last bit of the pushing out of that off-road track. Definite mistake. So we're now about to head on to the road going up Hartside to finish that off. And then I've no idea how far we are from the top. A canny way by the looks of it, but at least we know once we get to the top, it's a canny descent down in Alston. And we'll still make decent time. That bit's been a bit more of a challenge than it should have been. Stopped after a decent climb, hit a bit of a flat point, so thought it'd be the ideal place to just stop, gather my breath. There's a bit of a tight turn up ahead, and then it looks like it sort of tails around a couple of times before heading further up. So it's too hot, nearly out of water. So hopefully we'll be able to find somewhere soon on the way back down, maybe to get some, there might be, I don't know, ice cream van at the top, imagine that. Right, so I've got to the point where you can take a turn off up there that takes you straight up to the top where I believe there used to be a cafe. Pretty sure there's not one there now, although any sort of fluids, something cold would come in a treat right now. But I believe after that, then we've got a lovely descent down in Alston into a hostel. And I think our main aim there will be to rehydrate, have a shower, and then just chill out until we decide what to do for food. So I feel really challenged there. That was hard work. You know, we're not cyclists, we like to get out on bikes, decent day rides, you know, an overnighter I suppose. A little wild camp, but nothing like this, so I'm proud of myself. I think we both will be. Well, we're at the top, Hartside summit. 19,003 feet according to the sign just in front of us. What a challenge. What a challenge it was. And I'm hopeful that we'll thoroughly enjoy this descent on the way back down. And then gotta put our feet up. What a day. Glorious weather, still far too hot I think though. But what a day, what a day. So it's going to be a pretty spectacular descent. I'm not going to be able to record it. Don't fancy going in there with one hand. But I'm sure it's going to be special. Just arrived at the youth hostel with plenty of time. Plenty of time. Sooner than I thought it would be here. Definitely being a slog. I'm going to try and ditch the bikes. There's a garage just down the road. Go and get loads of fluids and then find somewhere for tea. Right, so we're smiling more now, aren't we, John?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Drop our stuff off.
Put the stuff off.
And
We're going to get some fluids.
Aye, going to get something to drink and then we're going to try a pub for tea.
Tired, we're tired.
Aye, that's it. Tired. Alright, so we just got back from the Cumberland. Lovely meal, really nice. Really reasonable as well. And John had the amazing idea of just asking if there's any chance that we get breakfast there in the morning because we can't at the hostel. And she says, yes, that's great. So we've got breakfast booked in for 8 o'clock in the morning. So we'll just leave here, head there with our bikes, and then head off for a bit of a shorter day tomorrow, only 30 miles, which will be very, very welcome after today. Feeling it now, I don't think it's going to be long before I'm in bed. I'm going to treat myself to a can and a caramel, bit of Northern Monk and a Cadbury's caramel. That should send us off nicely.